you know that the emotions and the feelings that you have stored in your body from your past, from traumas and things that have happened to you, can cause actual stress inside the body? Hi, my name is Gina Stroll, and I'm here to tell you that these feelings, this extra baggage, this heaviness that we carry, sometimes we don't even really realize that we carry it because it's been there for so long. It causes stress and emotional toil on the body. This is what creates this disease. It creates the uneasiness and the imbalances inside of our body. It's why we have the physical stresses that come along, the physical symptoms that come along with life. I have been experiencing this myself. I've been going through some challenges, and the people that I work with, I always have seen a lot of this, and helping them work through their baggage and releasing all of the emotional toil. The stress that it causes inside of the body really is what creates this, our uneasiness, the things that happen to us. If you're having, chronic symptoms, if you're having some real big, heavy things that are going on, a lot of this is from trauma. It's from the emotional stress on the body. We can heal this by healing those traumas, by healing that stress in the body. And when we do that and move that energy out, we allow the physical body to start the healing process. I remember when I first started doing my healing work, I had literally chronic bladder and kidney infections. And at first, I would go to the doctor. Sure enough, I'd test positive, another antibiotic, another round of stuff, and I'd clear it up. And then a few weeks later, it'd come right back. And I went through this for a long time, and I didn't understand this connection at first. I didn't understand what was really going on. I just thought I was going through a rough patch, and I finally got to the point where I started going to the doctor, and I was having all the symptoms of bladder and kidney infections, but my tests would come up negative. And that's when I realized there was something else going on here. It took me a while to figure it out and put it all together. And this is where I really started doing emotional healing on this. I realized that a lot of mine was anger from my past. A lot of mine was resentments of things that have happened to me as a younger child. And then as I started doing the work on those, the infections started easing up. I got down to only having, I was still having them, but it wasn't 2 a month. I was down to, maybe 1 a month, or maybe I'd skip a couple of months. And the more work that I did on it, I kept doing the healing work on it, and I stayed focused on it, they eventually completely went away. Now I can't tell you the last time that I have had an infection. It has been a long time. There's been a couple of times where I could feel one coming on, and I would go back in and really do the work. I realized for me that I stored a lot of my anger there. Yes, we all have anger. I had stored a lot of my anger in the kidney and bladder area. And so when that would start surfacing again for me, I would go in and do the healing work on that, and I wouldn't get an infection. We really have to learn to listen to our body, really learn to stop storing these emotions and allow the emotions to come in and feel them and release them. It's when we store them and hold on to them and say that they are ours, that it causes a really big disruption in our system, energetically, physically, emotionally, spiritually, on all levels. Our bodies want to be healthy. They want to heal, but we have to give them the space to do that. And to do that, we have to release the emotional baggage. That's what I love about intuitive healing. This is something that we don't really talk about in Western medicine. They want to put a Band-Aid on it and just make it okay with, here, take this, it'll make it better. Well, it does, but it's not getting to the root of what's really going on. It's not the why. It's just what they have been told takes care of whatever problem you have going on. I have some physical issues going on now, and it's like, okay, it's great that we got all these symptoms and that the medical field wants to treat it this way, and there's nothing wrong with treating it. But I believe we need to get to the root of it. Our bodies are showing us what we need to heal. Our bodies show us every day the kind of healing work that we need to do. And so if we can get to the root of the why, to what really started it in the beginning, because we were all energy first, and then it manifests into the physical later. So if we can get to the why, And it may be, it's hard to say. Most of it usually stems back to our childhood. Not always, but a lot of times stems back to a childhood or to big major traumas in our life of things that we've had happen to us where we shoved all of the emotions, we shoved all of the feelings. Maybe you have a lifetime of shoving. Maybe you have never learned how to feel your feelings. When we shove them, that energy has to go somewhere. Every emotion is an energy. It has energy with it, and it has to go somewhere. And pretty soon it's taking up so much space that it really is causing major discomfort. And so when we can get to the root of the issue, when we can get to what's really going on and start clearing that out, while we're healing physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, and through Western medicine, if it be, we can do them all hand in hand. But to me, your greatest healing comes when we do it hand in hand. And we bring in all aspects of healing. We have so many things at our fingertips nowadays. We have so many options. And I love using them all. So I just wanted to share that with you. If you have questions about that, if you have stuff going on in your body, I would highly, highly recommend that you meet with a healer, that you go where you are guided, sit with your guide team, ask them where you need to go. Who do you need to seek out? Because the answers are there. And work with our doctors, work with our, just Monday I was in showing my blood work to another guy who I use for my natural healing. And so, I took the results that I had gotten from my doctor to him, and hand in hand, we can all work together. And I think that's the best way to do it. When we get everybody on the same team together, we can hit it energetically, we can hit it from this side, we can hit it from all angles and get our greatest results for healing. So I hope this makes sense for you. Seek out your answers, go where you are drawn to go so that you can get the healing that you need.